Hi students, welcome back to R4 e-learning Zoom class for MSET. Now, already discussed about the yesterday's means last topic is resolution of a vector in 2 dimension. I already gave 2-3 examples for this resolution of vectors in 2 dimension. Now, again I am giving the one problem based on this resolution of vector in 2 dimension, that is, let us say this is nothing but x-axis, y-axis. Okay. Now, suppose here what I am taking is, this is the a bar vector which makes an angle 60 degrees with x-axis, which have magnitude 2 cm, and I am taking another vector from this. This is the b bar vector having length how much? Magnitude is equal again 2 cm. Again it also making an angle 60 degrees. Now, what I am asking is, from figure, find the value of a bar plus b bar, means sum of these two vectors. That means here, this is the first vector which makes an angle 60 degrees with a positive x-axis, means above the x-axis, means this is the second vector having the same length, both vectors having same length, which makes an angle 60 degrees which below the x-axis. Now, this is the given diagram. Now, from this diagram I have to find the value of a bar and b bar. Now, we know that already. According to the concept of resolution of vectors in 2 dimension, if any vector which makes an angle theta with x-axis means it is resolved into two components. One is horizontal component as well as vertical component. Now here we know already, as per our syllabus, ax is equal to how much? This is a cos theta. Ax means this is the horizontal component of a vector a bar, that is equal, magnitude already we know about this diagram, means 2 into cos 60 degrees, that is equal to how much it is? 2 into 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by, that means 1. Okay. Now ay is equal to how much it is? A sin 60, that means here 2 into again sin 60 means root 3 by 2. That means here 2 gets cancelled together, that means you got root 3 centimeter. This is also centimeter because the magnitude of paper which are given in centimeters. Okay. Now these are the components of the given vector a bar. Now as per the condition, what about the vector here? A bar is equal to axi cap plus ay into j cap. So here you got already. What about the value of ax from that? 1 into I cap plus this one is root 3 into j cap. Okay. Now, so it can be written as I cap plus root 3 into j cap. So this is the vector a bar which is in centimeters only. Okay. Now, in the same way, what about the vector of b bar? Again, we know already. What about the value of bx here? Nothing but b cos 60. So b cos 60 magnitude same, means here how much? 2 into again 1 by 2. It also gives the value of magnitude of ax also. And in the same way, what about the value of by here? 2 into again sin 60 root 3 centimeter. But here, listen carefully, the magnitude of bx which is along positive x-axis and by is along negative y-axis, like this. So this is ay, this is by directions. Okay. Now, in the same way, what about the value of b bar vector here? Nothing but bx into I cap plus by into j cap. Bx into I cap plus by into j cap. That means bx means what is the value here? 1 into I cap plus by means root 3 again. It is oriented along negative y-axis, means the component of by along negative y-axis. That means here what I am taking here? Minus j cap. That means the vector is I cap minus root 3 into j cap. This is the b bar vector. Okay. Now, after getting this a bar vector and b bar vector, what is the sum of these two vectors? According to the problem, they are asking from the figure, find the value of a bar plus b bar. A bar plus b bar is equal to how much? Therefore, a bar plus b bar is equal, by adding these two vectors, I plus I, 2i, again plus root 3j minus root 3j, both will cancel together. Then what is the value here? 2 into I cap. That means magnitude of A bar plus B bar. Magnitude of A bar plus B bar is equal to 2 centimeters. Along which direction? Along positive x direction. Along positive x direction. This is. That means from this figure, I have to find the value of sum of these two vectors is equal to, I got 2I cap. 2I cap means 2 centimeters, which is oriented along positive x direction. Okay. So this is the method to got the or to find the resultant of two vectors. Okay. As per the resolution of vectors in 2 dimension. In the same way, I am giving another problem based on this resolution of vector in 2 dimension again. So please all of you try to solve this problem. Try to solve this problem by using this concept only. Again, another example for this resolution of vector in 2 dimension, that is I am taking again from figure only. From figure, find the resultant of A bar plus B bar plus C bar D bar. That means resultant of 4 vectors I am taking. Resultant of all vectors simply I am giving. Resultant of all vectors. So in this diagram I am giving in this way. So please all of you students try to solve this problem by taking the proper pen and book. Okay. Now, so here I am taking, this is the first vector. This magnitude of A bar is equal to nothing but I am taking, let us say 1 centimeter. One vector which is lying along positive x axis, and I am taking the second vector, means magnitude of B bar is equal to what I am taking, 3 centimeters, means the second vector which is along negative, means positive y direction, and the third vector I am taking in this way. Third vector is taking in this way. Let us say it can be taken as third vector. Then magnitude of this third vector is equal to what I am taking here, 5 centimeter. It makes an angle, let us say 37 degrees with x-axis, negative x-axis, and the fourth vector which is taken in the third quadrant, that means magnitude of D bar, which is also I am taking again 5 centimeters. This is the third, means fourth vector which makes an angle, let us say 53 degrees. 53 degrees I am giving. Means from this figure we have to find the resultant of all vectors like A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar. A bar is lying along positive x-axis and B bar is lying along positive y-axis, and this C bar which makes an angle 37 degrees with negative x-axis, means this C bar which is taking in the second quadrant, okay, and this D bar which is taken in third quadrant, means which makes an angle 53 degrees again with negative x-axis. Now listen carefully, I have to find the value of, as per the diagram, R bar is equal to sum of all vectors A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. So from this diagram only you have to know about the vector A bar, means A having magnitude 1 which is oriented along positive x direction, means unit vector is I cap. Now, and you know that directly about the B bar vector also, means this B bar having magnitude 3 centimeter which is orienting along positive y direction. Okay, if you got the two vectors directly as from the concept, means here what I am taking, what about the vector of C bar and D bar, because the C vector and D vector which are making certain angles with negative x-axis, means according to the concept of resolution of vector which is taken in second quadrant, means it has two components again, that means like this. Listen all of you. So one component along negative x-axis and this component along positive y direction, and this one, this is having a component along negative x-axis and one component along negative y-axis. Now what I am taking is, I have to find the value of C bar. As per the condition Cx I cap, it is along Cx means negative x-axis, means minus I am taking. This is already completed in the resolution of vectors with proper example. Means if a vector which is taken in the second quadrant means the resolution of vector in this way only, that means minus cx means negative horizontal component of c along negative x direction. That's why here I am taking minus cx into I cap. Next, what about this one? Again this vertical component which is along positive y axis means cy into j cap. Is it right? Now what about the value of cx? Means c cos theta, c cos 37 degrees, c cos 37 degrees I cap plus c into sin 37 degrees into j cap. Now what about the value of c? Here magnitude given 5 into cos 37, we know already from this data. For example, this is 37 degrees, tan 37 is equal to how much? 3 by 4. Opposite side we know, adjacent side we know. What about the hypotenuse is 5. That means here cos 37 is equal to how much? Adjacent side by hypotenuse means 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Four by 5 into I cap, again in the same way, plus again 5 into sin 37 how much? 3 by 5 into j cap. 5 gets cancelled here, again 5 gets cancelled. That means what is the new vector which is formed by third vector? C bar 4 I cap under minus plus 3 j cap, right? This is centimeters. And what about the vector d bar here? In the same way, this d bar having a negative x coordinate and negative y coordinate means in this way. What about this value here? Minus d cos means how much the angle? 50 t3 degrees. I cap again minus d sin 53 degrees into j cap. This is x coordinate of the vector d bar, this is the y coordinate of the vector d bar. This x coordinate which is trying to align negative x axis, this y coordinate is trying to align negative y direction. Means what is the value here? Minus of d value is, let us say again 5 into, so reverse it. 53 means how much it is? For example, if I am taking here 53 degrees, so these values are reversed. It means 4, this is 3. Okay. So from this diagram only, what about the values of cos 53 here? 3 by 5. 3 by 5 into I cap. Now minus again 5 into again 4 by 5. Cos sin 53. Opposite side by hypotenuse 4 by 5 into j cap. 5 gets cancelled. Again 5 gets cancelled. Means how much the vector d bar is equal to minus 3 I cap minus 4 j cap. So this is the vectors c bar and d bar as per the resolution of vectors in second quadrant and third quadrant. Okay. Now I am substituting in this. Vector a bar is nothing but magnitude 1, direction is I cap means only I cap. This is the vector a bar here, and b bar is equal to how much in the same way? 3 into j cap, not plus. C bar means how much here? C bar means minus 4i minus 3j means here minus 4i. How much c bar? Minus 4i plus 3j. Next plus again d bar vector is minus 3i minus 4j cap. This is, so by adding this how much you will get here? Plus I cap minus 4i cap minus 3i cap, minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 plus 1 means minus 6i cap. Okay, this is the I coordinate. Next, what about the j coordinate here? This is plus 3 6. Okay, 6 minus 4 how much? 2 means plus 2j cap. This is okay. Now the resultant of all vectors, nothing but minus 6i cap plus 2j cap. So this is the method. Okay. So here what I am substituting in place of a bar means just like this is the a bar which is orienting along positive x axis with magnitude 1 centimeter means it is nothing but I cap 1 into I cap, and the b bar which is orienting along positive y direction with magnitude how much? 3 centimeter means nothing but 3j cap. Okay. Now as per the condition of c bar and d bar I am substituting in this. Okay, by manipulating how much you will get? This is what is the resultant? Magnitude of these vectors how much? Root of I coefficient square 36 plus 4, that is equal to root of 40 centimeter. Okay, this is the method. Okay. Now so this is about the resolution of vectors in 2 dimension. Okay. Now I am going to the resolution of vector in 3 dimension. That is also most important. So in 2 dimension means just I have to take the vector in a plane like xy plane or yz plane or zx plane. In 3 dimension means I have to take a vector in space. Space means just like this is the closed room. Now for this I am taking a cube to describe the vector, resolution of vector in 3 dimension. So listen carefully, this is the simplest way to explain. Next one is resolution of vector, resolution of vector in 3 dimension, 3D. So for this, a vector which is resolved in 3 dimension means initially 2 dimension means 2 coordinates. 3 dimension means it has 3 coordinates. One is along x-axis, another one is along y-axis, another one along z-axis. Means listen carefully. For this explanation of resolution of vector in 3 dimension, I am taking this is the 3-dimensional rectangular coordinate system. Let us say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is nothing but z-axis. Okay. Now listen. Here I am taking a cube to describe the right. So in order to find the resolution of vector in 3 dimension, I have to take the cube. That means listen carefully. So this is nothing but the cube. Now in order to resolve a vector means here I am taking this is the origin. Now this is nothing but the vector a bar. This is the vector a bar which makes an angle alpha with x-axis and it makes an angle again beta with y-axis and it makes an angle gamma with z-axis. This is the gamma. Okay, all of you. Or sometimes you can write gamma in this way also as per our 10th class syllabus. So let us say that means this vector a bar which makes an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis and gamma with z-axis. What is the direction of z-axis? This one. It is perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors. Okay, this is the z-axis. Okay, now about the z-axis it makes an angle gamma, right? Now again this a bar vector which makes an angle alpha means it has actually 3 coordinates. Along x direction is nothing but ax I am taking. Along y direction I am taking, let us say ay. Along z direction here I am taking az. Means if a vector which makes an angle alpha, beta, gamma which is made by the axis x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, that means it has 3 quadrants. Quadrants means along x-axis ax, along ay, nothing but along y-axis, along z-axis, nothing but az. Now how to find these values of ax, ay, az? As from the mathematics, we know already. In the previous session, the classification or resolution of vector or splitting of vector in 2 dimension. Now here whatever the value of from figure cos alpha is equal to how much? From figure, we are taking this right angle triangle, this can be treated as right angle triangle. Cos alpha is equal to how much? Adjacent side by hypotenuse a, means ax by a. That is equal to ax is equal to how much you will get? Ax is equal to a cos alpha. A cos alpha. This is equation number 1. Now in the same way, suppose if you are taking this triangle, now whatever the value of cos beta from figure only. Cos beta is equal to how much? Cos beta is equal to again from this triangle means this a bar which makes an angle beta with y-axis. This is the adjacent side. Means here ay by a. That means whatever the value of ay here, ay is equal to a cos beta. So this is equation number 2. Now in the same way, whatever the value of az means cos gamma. Cos gamma is equal to how much it is? Again az by a. This is the z-axis. If you are taking the triangle about the z-axis means cos gamma is equal to az by a. Now whatever the value of az here, a into cos gamma. Okay, so this is az. Here let us say this is the cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Then it can be taken as sometimes L. This is m, this is n. Here L, m, n are the directional cosines. Directional cosines means cos angles of angle or cos function of angle which is made by the vector along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now listen all of you. Directional cosines of a vector a bar along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. L, n, m, n. Nothing but directional cosines of vectors. Okay. Now, so I got the vector a bar along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis. These are the components. Means after getting these components, if you know this vector a bar is equal to how much is? A bar is equal to, as per the vector addition, axi cap plus ayj cap plus az into k cap. Then what is the magnitude of this vector again? As per the concept, root of, yes, ax square plus ay square plus az square. So this is the magnitude of this vector. Now for example, this can be written as squaring on both sides. Then what you will get here? Ax square plus ay square plus az square. So this is the magnitude of square of magnitude of given vector a bar. Okay. Now what about the values of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, or sometimes it can be written as cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. How much it is? That is equal as per the conditions of L, M, N. What about the values? Please tell me. Cos square alpha means ax square by a square plus again ay square by a square, and the third term is az square by a square. So from the expressions, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to ax square by a square plus ay square by a square plus az square by a square. Now what happens to this total value? In these three terms, denominator is common to all. That means it can be written as a square. Means here ax square plus ay square plus az square. So but you know, what about the value of ax square plus ay square plus az square? Nothing but a square. Means what about the value of cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, which is equal to how much? Cos square gamma is equal to, this is nothing but a square by a square, which is equal to 1. Therefore algebraic sum of squaring of directional cosines, nothing but cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, which is equal to how much? 1. Okay, this is the relation between the directional cosines. This is the relation between the directional cosines. Now if you know this, as per the relation of trigonometry, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That means what about the value of cos theta here? Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Okay. So from this formula, what about the value of what about the value of sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma? Please tell me. That means it can be rewritten as cos square alpha means how much? 1 minus sin square alpha again plus 1 minus sin square beta plus 1 minus sin square gamma, sin square gamma, which is equal to 1. Here 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, minus common, means how much it is? Sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma, which is equal to 1. That means what is the answer here? Therefore this can be written as sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma, sin square gamma, which is equal to. That means from this concept, the sum of squaring of directional cosines 1, the sum of directional sines is 2. Means here cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. Here whatever the value of sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma, this is 2. This is the most important condition based on the directional cosines. Okay. Right. Thank you.